Hey guys, Andrews here with another guide for Black Desert. This time I wanted to talk about pets in the game, what they're used for, how much of a necessity they are for the average player, and whether or not it's something that you want to invest in for the future. Now, if you're just starting out in the game, you'll notice there is no auto loot system, not even for silver drops for monsters. Instead, you have to manually pick up loot, otherwise your loot will disappear and be gone forever. Now, it won't take you long to get tired of doing this, trust me, and that's when you need to start thinking about pets. Pets auto pick up loot for you every once in a while to alleviate the looting process. One pet will be able to pick up one monster's loot. It doesn't matter how much loot that one monster drops, the pets will take all of it if you have inventory space, of course. The frequency at which your pets loot will depend on three things: the pet's tier, the pet's level, and the pet's behavior. Now we're going to start talking about tiers. There are 4 tiers of pet. When you acquire a pet for the first time, it will always be a tier 1 pet. There is no way of acquiring any higher tier pet right from the start. To get higher tier pets, you need to have 2 pets of the same species breed together. The breeding process is instantaneous, and you will get a chance to get a higher tier pet. But notice, I said a chance and not a guarantee. So let me break it down. If we get 2 cat pets, both tier 1, and breed them together, we have a chance to get a tier 2 or a tier 3 pet. What you want is a tier 3 pet because tier 2 pets are not any faster than tier 1 pet. If you succeed in getting a tier 3 pet, you'll need to get 2 more tier 1 pets, breed those together, and hopefully get another tier 3 pet. Once you have 2 tier 3 pets, you'll be able to breed them both to either get a tier 4 pet or fail and get another tier 3 pet. I'll be honest, if you aren't comfortable spending over $200 US on virtual pets, then do not go for tier 4 pet. Try for tier 3 if you want, and you'll be more than happy with the results. Now, each pet has a maximum level of 10, at which point they will learn a skill. Now, every pet has the ability to learn these types of skills. Tier 1 pets can learn 1 skill at level 10, Tier 3 pets can learn up to 2 skills, and Tier 4 pets can learn up to 3 skills. The skills they learn can vary depending on the species of pet you have. For example, cats have an inclination to learn more life skill oriented skills, while all species can learn things like combat experience and karma recovery plus 3%. What you get is actually RNG. If you get 2 pets who learn combat experience plus 3%, the effect will stack and you will see an increase of combat experience plus 6% when both pets are out. When breeding a pet with a skill, you can choose to keep the 1 skill, which allows your newly bred pet to start out with whatever skill you kept. Keep in mind though, that even if you keep a skill while breeding, you cannot go over the tier skill limit. So if we breed 2 tier 1 pets, keep a cooking skill, and the result is a tier 2 pet, you will not learn a second skill at level 10 because the tier 2 skill limit is 1 skill. Now hopefully I haven't lost you yet. It's a little complicated, but it's actually a lot simpler than what it seems. Behavior is a fairly new mechanic for pets that allows you to change the loot speed of your pets. You can change this behavior option in the pet window. You can toggle between agile, cautious, and normal behaviors. Normal is the standard speed pets start out in. Agile behavior makes pet loots faster, but also increases the rate at which their stamina depletes. Cautious slows down the loot time, but also slows down stamina consumption, making your pets last longer before needing to be fed. If you're over clearing, you want to use agile behavior. If you're life skilling, you want to use cautious behavior, basically. There are 4 different ways to feed your pet. You can buy cheap feed from any stable keeper in towns. You can cook good feed and organic feed if you're into cooking, and you can buy good feed and organic feed if you're too lazy to cook them. And you can also spend money and buy nutritious feed in the Pearl Shop, which is something no one does because it's just not worth the money. Now, each type of feed recovers a certain amount of stamina. Cheap recovers the lowest, and organic recovers the most. You want to use the feed that fits within your budget. One thing to note is when you use whatever feed, the pet with the lowest stamina percentage will get fed first regardless of a tier or level. And the only way for pets to gain experience to level up is by feeding them. Now finally, let's talk about how to obtain pets. If you buy a bundle when purchasing the game, you get your choice of 1 pet and some other goodies. Decent value, especially if you can grab the bundle on sale. You can also get a penguin pet every 6 to 9 months through an attendance award. We just had one recently, and the time before that was way back in November or December of last year. Basically, don't count on the attendance award pets if you're looking to get one. They don't come often, and the publisher has now changed the limits so that you cannot have more than 1 penguin out at a time. So if you do play long enough to get 2 penguins, you'll have to breed them to make any use of the new one. If you play long enough, you'll be able to choose a pet as an account playtime reward. For playing 5,000 hours, you get to choose a random cat or dog pet to own. The odd thing is that some species of pet you get are actually worse than the normal per shop versions. Let's take Simon, my achievement cat. He loots slower than a normal tier 1 pet even at level 10. There's no news about a fix coming for this issue or whether it's intended. So again, 5,000 hour pet is something you shouldn't even count on. Also, 5,000 hours is a long time to go without a pet. Now, luckily, pets can be bought and sold on the marketplace. You can set up a notification and bid on all the pets that go up and pray you win one. I was lucky enough to get one through the marketplace, but this was before the servers merged, when there were substantially less people playing and less people to compete with. Nowadays, I think getting a dandelion boss item is 100 times easier than winning a pet from the marketplace. So now we come down to the simple fact that you're gonna have to spend money on pets. Is that fair? I'd say it's not wholly terrible. Buying 4 pets will run you around 3,600 pros, that's around $36 US. Add that to a $10 base game price, it's like buying a $50 game. Not too bad if the conversion rate is good for you. 4 tier 1 pets are more than enough for the majority of players. Hell, even 1 pet is good enough if you're just starting out and you aren't sure if you want to invest more into the game. As far as which pets you want to be buying, that depends on you. Each species has a unique ability that is exclusive to them. Dogs and turtles can detect hostile enemy players, so people who have flagged for PvP, you can see them. Cats can detect gathering points nearby. Crabs and foxes reduce the durability loss of your gear. Birds increase the chance for knowledge gain, and so on. Just take a look at what you think would be more useful to you as a player and buy those types of pets. Now, my personal recommendation is to go for the cute pets because, this is a game after all. You have to enjoy yourself. And if that recommendation isn't good enough, I hear ya. You want to just go for the durability pets like the fox. They affect gathering tools and weapons, and they become incredibly useful for all facets of the game. That's all I got for you guys on an introduction on what pets are, what they do. Hopefully you found this guide useful, and as always, you can find me over on Twitch at twitch.tv/Ganel. You can talk to me there, you can talk to me here. I'll be sure to answer you when I get a chance. You guys are awesome, and I hope I can continue to make videos you guys find enjoyable. Thanks again. I'll see you in the next one.